inside leg on with no connection on the outside reins, and he falls to the outside. So what we're looking for is for the horse, it's a bit unfair to bait him to make the mistake and then expect him to do it right, but just for the purposes of showing you the example. But the goal is he has to show a little softness in the rib, a little softness in the jaw, and the willingness to be round and not feel like he's challenging me on the right side or the left side. So in other words, he's moving down a corridor between both of my hands and legs, and I don't have to have my hands physically holding him in that corridor. I've shown him where I want him to be, and my legs again can give a little tweak or a little correction here as needed, but I don't have to clamp my legs on and try to hold him in that corridor, because anytime you do clamp on like that, a horse's inclination is to clamp down and resist. So we've talked about that moment of resolution where, you give a signal to the horse, you say, I want you to get into first position, and once he does, he actually is softer in the rein because he yields, not because I yielded and basically took away what I was asking, because some horses will drop their neck if you let go and give the rein. Like here, he's dropping his neck because I gave him the rein. And if I give him the rein further and further, he's willing to drop his neck. But if I don't continue interacting with him, at some juncture, like I've lost first position, his head is still down, but I don't have control of, where all of his pieces are. So that kind of head down is better than a horse that, is above the bridle, but it's not really the full story because he's not connected in the circle. He's not within the circle of my aids.
When you first start off, is this ever okay when you first get on the horse, or you should, when you first get on, go right to being in first position?
No, it's fine if you want to walk like this, but he has to walk. You see, as soon as I let go of the contact and said, okay, you're on your own, he immediately went, grabs the pancake. So it's absolutely okay to walk like this, for the first 10 minutes if you want to. Within reason, if a horse can't walk like this and be relaxed, if he's going to spook at this or spook at that or whatever, then, I would take enough contact to govern where the horse is going.